So this is what I'm going to say about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. You may not like his rhetoric, but understand that this is an attack on freedom of speech. How are we going to know what our detractors think about us if we won't let them speak? Regardless of what his rhetoric is, a broken clock is right twice a day, and I only vibe with one thing that he was talking about, and we all know what that is. I can't say I dislike him so much that I want him deleted because he don't vibe with my rhetoric. Then I want to let you know that the same thing could be said about you for coming against his rhetoric. Are we Americans or not? What I notice is people will want you to listen to them talk about you all the time, but as soon as you bid on them, now they in their feelings. What I understand is that a lot of his detractors would follow him from town to town just to talk down to him and tell him he don't know what he's talking about. My thing is, I don't dislike somebody that much that I'm going to follow you everywhere you go to say that what you said ain't right. I'm not going to literally show up at an event where I can't stand a group of people to talk about how right I am, that they need to listen to why I don't like them. See, I said what I said, and I'm standing on business. I don't need to go to a rally of a group of people like me just so I could have strength to say what I'm saying. I don't need a group to rely on to defend my stance on what I believe in. I don't need to use a bunch of big words neither. I said what I said. I'ma say it once. I'ma do it on my page. I don't need to go out into a crowd. This is the same thing to go with Black Lives Matter. I don't need to be a part of a crowd to know that my life matters because I'm black. See, these movements that y'all trying to reenact only worked in the 60s. We in a new day and age, baby. Everything is online now. Guarantee you if Martin Luther King had access to Wi-Fi, he'd have been online talking his rhetoric. Because he know it would have been safer. Nowadays, you got people who want to bid on you and who want to refute what you bidding. But when they can't best you verbally, see, they don't have the lingo, now they want to go get a pop-out. Now they want to do a smear campaign against your name and all of this. All because they couldn't verbally challenge you in person. See, it don't translate the same way, do it? It never does. You know, with the Twitter fingers. And when you see that person face to face, you ain't got nothing to say because the change ain't adding up. When I throw it on the table, you ain't got nothing to say for real because you never had nothing to say for real. You wanted to be a part of a group. You wanted to be liked. This is what I know about 99.9% of Americans. You want to be in a group so damn bad. You can't even stand 10 toes to the concrete on what you believe in when you by yourself, looking yourself in the mirror. What do you believe in? What do you stand for? Can it be challenged? And if it can, so what? As an American, we all have that right to speak our mind, whether we agree with the individual speaking their mind or not. Are we in communist Russia? Just say so. If we're in Russia, and this is a socialist economy, let me know. See, this is why so many people are leaving America, because we're sick of the double standard and hypocrisy. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Charlie Kirk got a right to talk. I may not like him, but so what? The talking points that half of his detractors was using, that he never even graduated community college, makes you look just as dumb as he is. Like, did you graduate high school? At least he went to community college and dropped out. What about you? Hmm? And just like with Trump, when he allegedly got, when they tried to get him, and they showed the picture, I swear, and why? I don't have to lie. The pictures of all of these degenerates are, you could see why they gave up on life, babe. And they talking about you. It don't make sense, babe. We see why you tried to be a martyr for your group and it fell flat. Because I tell you, if you could fit in, you would. If you could fit in, you would. But because you can't, you know what they say about those who can. They just do. And those who can't just, do what you did. You can't teach nobody nothing. Because all your rhetoric is degenerate and it shows. You can say all the things you want to about Kirk, but he exhibited the American dream. He's white, male, married, with 2.2 children, living in a gated community. And you? At least he achieved all those things. What have you achieved talking about him? Talking about you? I make it make sense. Make it make sense. Every time they do the backstory on these degenerates, deplorables, babe, we found out so much about you. We see why you miserable. We see why you want off people, because first of all, you were unwanted. And you wear that shame on your body. You weren't wanted by anybody. So you had to pick a group that would support why you still living. I don't know. You want to be the poster child for this group of left behind, so you going to do something so despicable. You know what I mean? You a Sirhan, huh? You just want to go down in the history books as being the one motherfucker that everybody hate. You know what I mean? Blacks, whites, every ideological group, now they hate your ass. Now you somebody. At least somebody saying my name now. What? That's a lot of these left behinds claim to fame. They want to be noticed by any means necessary. And it's sickening. You're not going to take away my freedom of speech behind this incident right here. Because this is what they now saying is the reason why he was deleted. Second Amendment rights was violated. You didn't like what he said. You sitting up way in the nosebleeds. Nobody even know you exist. So now's your chance. Somebody gonna call your name out before it's over for you. You gonna do this to him, so so everybody now will notice you. Well, we notice you, babe. Your whole left behind the wayside degenerate life, baby. We see you now. And we added up the change, and your life don't make sense. And you thinking you deleted the ideology when he got 44 million followers? Candace Owens being one of them. You really think that by them deleting Martin Luther King, that deleted the movement? You know what he said, rolling over in his grave? And the day you deleted me was the day they signed the bill. See, I get deleted and change laws, and you get deleted and nobody remember your name. Let that sizzle in your pan.